Oz Comic Con in Australia's capital, Canberra. I've never been, now I have. Let's take a look. G'day all, welcome back to Frostbite's G.I. Joe Repro. On the weekend, I was lucky enough to attend Oz Comic Con at Exhibition Park here in Canberra. We don't get too much content in the way of festivals or conventions, so this thing popping up was super special and I had to get there. While I was there, I got to meet some absolutely excellent people, retailers, cosplayers, writers, artists, just a whole bunch of different people. Caught up with some friends that I haven't seen in a while, and I think I made some new ones. It was just a great day. I took lots of footage and did a couple of interviews, and yeah, I'd definitely do it again. But I don't want to spoil the mystique about it all. Let's take a look. G'day everyone, we're here with Drew and Sarah from the 501st Legion, and they are our beautiful Star Wars community here in Australia. Drew, Sarah, how are you today?
Yeah, great, thanks very much.
Top notch, thank you.
Drew's actually a very good friend of mine from the G.I. Joe community. I don't know if he's told his Star Wars friends, he has other friends.
They know I'm a nerd.
I've actually hunted him down today just so I can talk to him. Drew, you're wearing what outfit today?
At the moment, I'm wearing a TIE Reserve.
Yep.
I was a TIE Fighter pilot less than 2 minutes ago.
Excellent. And Sarah, you've got a very special outfit. It wasn't until Drew pointed out who you usually dress as, and I thought, oh, I saw you the last time I was here at a Geek Fest.
Right.
Who do you dress up as?
So I am usually quite a bit taller than I am now.
Yep.
And Chewbacca is my Wookiee of choice.
Yep.
I do have another one, but today with plenty of kids around,
Yep.
Chewie's well loved in the community, so yeah, had to come down for it.
Now, I never would have suspected that it was you in that costume last time I saw you.
A lot of people don't.
Yeah.
They're very struck, especially with the adults, because the kids, if you're watching, it's actually really Chewbacca. But
Yeah.
adults, if you're watching, when I say, thanks, sweetheart, they're a little bit taken aback. So yeah, they don't expect a female in there at all.
It's a big outfit too.
It's a monster.
You got like 30 centimeters on top of me, I think.
I've got 18-inch stilts on.
Yeah, right.
So yeah, it takes me up to about 7'3".
Yeah, it was a big outfit. I remember that. So you guys are part of the 501st. I've done a previous interview with another member of the 501st in my Geek Fest video, and he was very nice in telling me about how people can join your Legion. So can you just give me a bit of an update?
Yeah, basically, membership is coming down to an approved Star Wars costume.
Yep.
There's no fee, as long as you've got an approved Star Wars costume, which you get approved through the local Garrison or the 501st Legion,
Yep.
you become a Legion member. The
Okay.
only thing we ask for your membership is that you troop once a year.
Sweet.
That's all you need. Approved costume, 1 year, one troop a year, and yeah, we get together, we do armour parties, we help you get your stuff organised, we'll point you in the right direction, get all the bits and pieces. We know who to talk to, we know where to source stuff, so we don't like to leave people out in the cold going, what do I do with this?
And if you look down here, Lenny,
Yep.
there are a gazillion costumes to choose from. So we have over 600 costumes in the Legion. All of these are approved.
Yep.
And which means they're screen accurate. So if they're approved, they are screen accurate. So
Excellent.
it's like stepping off the movie set.
Yeah.
And you can choose whichever one you want. And we don't distinguish between male and female.
Yep.
Obviously, it's Chewbacca.
Yep.
Female, you can do that. You can be a female TIE pilot. You can be a female Darth Vader.
Yep.
What about a male Princess Slave Leia?
There's been one.
There was one.
But
One
the
slave
proviso-
layer
I don't
male.
think we should ever speak of that.
No,
again.
no.
The one proviso for the male slave Leia was that he had to be shaven.
That's a good start.
True story.
So
Yeah.
So I think the biggest thing and the nicest thing I've taken from Drew in the past is his offers of help with things like perfecting helmets and stuff. So you talked about armor parties before. I think that's probably the most important thing of what you do here is getting together as friends and learning skills and learning together, correct?
Correct. We don't like to have people buy kits or try to build stuff and then give it up because they have no support and no help to get it built. Or
Yeah.
it's okay, you don't need to have the skills because between us all, we've got the skills to help you build it.
Yeah.
You know, we
Sorry, Drew.
You're
I
right.
think it's really important for young viewers out there, if you are thinking of wanting to join the 501st, please talk to us first, because we've had instances where they've bought, say, Stormtrooper armour from Etsy or
Yeah.
another provider, and it's just not approvable, and they've saved a lot of money
Yeah.
and bought it, and you know, it breaks our hearts to see that. So
Yeah.
talk to us first.
I think that'd be really disappointing when you're there to help them make one anyway, right?
Yeah, it is.
100%. Come and see us first, please.
it's heartbreaking for us as well because they're so excited and they pull these things out of boxes and it's just like, oh no. But we'll do our best to get it to a point where they can wear it.
Yeah.
But you say to them, look, I'm really sorry, but there's all these things wrong with it.
Yeah.
If we can't fix it, then you've pretty much got to a dead end.
And just to clarify, you're not being an elitist club. 501st is actually a worldwide thing, isn't it?
That's correct, yep.
So you have to match to the worldwide rules, and it's not just Canberra's rules.
No.
Yeah.
There's a whole set of rules set up by the 501st internationally.
Yeah.
And every 501st member adheres to those rules.
Yeah.
And the costume standards are as the folders.
Yeah.
Each one of those on the web will give you a list of what you need and how it needs to look.
Yeah.
And we all run to that standard. So.
And when you talk about parading, I notice we've got some other excellent people over here. And there's been a lineup of kids and adults coming up for photos. You know, it's such a nice thing for the community. Gives people the nice feels. That's the aim, right?
That's exactly it.
Yeah.
100%.
Yep.
And one of our main aims is to raise money for charities.
Yeah, right.
So we raise money for children's charities and other adult charities all around the world.
Yeah.
So this weekend we've been supporting Black Dog.
Okay.
And
mental health.
Yep.
Absolutely.
And we do things like Miracle Babies, Make-A-Wish Foundation, all these other really worthwhile charities.
Yeah.
And at one point in a 12-month period, worldwide was nearly $13 million worldwide for charities.
And can people make donations? How do they do that?
So when they come to our events, we have QR codes at the end of our table. They can scan the QR codes, that'll take them to the Black Dog website, and they can make their donations from there. So
I noticed this one has Southern Cross Garrison on it. Is there a bit of a competition on raising funds?
No, I don't think so.
No?
No. So Canberra is Black Tower Squad.
Okay.
Southern Cross Garrison is New South Wales and Canberra.
There you go.
So there you go.
And then each state around Australia has their own garrison.
Yep.
And all the states and territories and stuff around the world, they all have their own garrisons and squads and
nice.
the like. So you get your own name against it, and then that way people can go. So with the charity side of things, the Black Dog logo with the Southern Cross Garrison, that's where they know where the money's coming from. So when we approach them and say, look, we want to support your charity, every donation that comes through these QR codes has the Southern Cross Garrison name against it, and they know that money's because what we're doing.
Yeah, so we don't actually touch any money
funds.
So it'd be really good if you're watching this and you scan this QR code and please make a donation on behalf of the Southern Cross Garrison.
I mean,
please do.
This is what we work in, right? So as you would know in the costume community, there is people who do suffer with mental health, and it's a release, right, to costume and everything like that. So it really resonates with a lot of our members, and we're very passionate about it.
Yeah, so, it's a great thing. Sarah and Drew, thanks so much for your time today. It's always nice to stop by and just meet friends.
Pleasure, Lenny.
Thanks so much.
Thank you, mate.
Well, we're here with Thor of Oz. How are you, mate?
I'm good, mate. Yourself?
Good, good.
Good.
Comic Con. So this is my first Comic Con here.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. It just looks like an absolute delight. I've only done Geek Fest before, so this is quite a step up. How many of these do you usually come to?
So welcome to Oz Comic Con.
Thank you very much.
One of the best conventions here in Australia. I've been doing this for 9 years. So Oz Comic Con have been fantastic. It was the first Comic Con that I actually attended. And I'm grateful to be here again in Canberra, my hometown. So,
excellent.
Mate, I think you'll have a blast. The community's fantastic. Enjoy it.
Yeah, good. So, how do you promote your product? Being Thor of Oz, what do you generally do?
We run the Thor Hammer Challenge.
Okay.
So
I guess the whole goal is 2 minutes.
It's a fun fitness challenge where people hold out the hammer as long as they can.
Okay.
And it's really just designed to get people moving, get people active, where they might not necessarily be accustomed to exercise or fitness. So just a fun little way to increase our activity.
Yeah, that's great. What's been the longest time this weekend?
We've got 2 minutes and 25
Wow.
seconds, which is pretty good. I think anything over a minute really is great.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
But as you can see, it's a bit of a test of strength there with the shoulder.
Just for the viewers at home, what's the weight?
5 kilos.
5 kilos. Wow. That's fantastic. And I see you've also done your costumes up. Do you make all them?
So this is one of my Thor costumes. I don't actually make any of the costumes.
Okay.
Important thing to note. I have built a costume before, but I'm not really this talented, so my friend Zelda actually made this.
Okay.
So this is from the Avengers, the first Avengers movie.
Yep.
There's Zelda over there in the armor, which she also built. So.
Okay.
But yeah, she's the mastermind behind all these costumes.
Excellent. And where can people find yourself or Zelda?
You can find me on Instagram if you just look up Thor of Oz.
Yep.
And then if you want to find Zelda, you can find her on Instagram as well.
Yep.
Maybe we can send you the link.
Yeah, and I can chuck it into the comments for the video.
Cool.
Well, Thor, thank you very much for giving us your time. It's really appreciated. And please reach out, find Thor of Oz on Instagram, and support your local artists. Thanks so much.
Cheers, guys.
Okay, so I'm here with Alex Tripp. He's he's an artist down from Sydney. I couldn't help but stop at his stall because his art is just beautiful, especially the Phantom piece up the top. It's just great work. Alex, how are you today?
I'm good, man. Thank you very much for asking.
Mate, do you come down to... I know Canberra really hasn't done Comic Con very
It's
often.
only been here for like the last 2, maybe 3 years.
Yeah, that's what I figured. So, is this your first trip down?
I believe I've been here 4 times.
Okay. Come here for Geek Fest and stuff?
GammaCon and Oz Comic Con.
Yep. Now, mate, your artwork is just spectacular.
Thanks,
in particular, I really like this bar picture.
Oh, so this is done by my mentor, Patrick Brown.
Okay.
We have a studio together.
Yep.
It consists of 4 artists, and we do a lot of work together. For example, that was done by all 4 of us.
Yep. Is that must be a bit of a process for artists working together to achieve one picture, right?
Yeah.
That's not really a common thing.
Sometimes it can happen.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I find it really fun.
Yeah.
We all pitch in a little bit.
That's fantastic. bit of teamwork for a common cause is always good.
The muscles flowing in the brain.
That's excellent.
Yeah.
Mate, noting your beautiful art here, what's your main focus? Like I know, the centerpiece up here is Phantom work. We don't often...
I work for the Phantom.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
So we don't often see Phantom work referenced a lot in mainstream.
Right.
So Phantom artists, like, is that it's nice and fun?
Yeah, I'm hoping to bring him back into the eyes of younger readers again.
Yep.
Because he's an old character, and he's a really good character with a lot of depth to him. But I would like to bring him back into the mainstream focus.
Yeah.
I'm currently writing, and I'll be illustrating a story called Ghost of the Past.
Okay.
It's a Phantom saga across 3 books.
Yep.
Maybe a year to 2 years before it's finished.
Okay.
But yeah, I work for the Phantom. I've done work for Warner Brother Games.
Yep.
Like some posters, some promo art. I really love drawing Dragon Ball stuff.
Okay.
This is probably my favorite piece at the moment.
Right.
And you can see I've got a foil
beautiful
finish on it. So a little bit about me. I'm a graphic designer and a printer by trade.
Yep.
So I drew as a little kid, but I had a break for about 11 years. Society and people around me kind of conformed me to not be an artist.
Yep.
So I became a printer, graphic designer, and I had a workplace injury that almost left me paralyzed.
Right.
So while I was going through rehab, I picked up the pencil again and started drawing.
Yep.
That was 2016. Now, fast forward 9 years, I think, I'm an artist doing what I always wanted to do.
Yeah.
So bad that I hurt myself, but good now that I'm doing what I wanted to do all along. So
I want to say that's fantastic that that's happened, but I'm sorry that that's happened too.
I'm thankful that it did, really, because I'd still be not following what I wanted to do.
Yeah.
But yeah, being an art printer and a graphic designer now helps me create my own prints with foil
that's excellent.
finishes.
I don't sort of, I see a lot of artists around, but I don't sort of see them implementing foil into their sketches. Is that a common practice?
You kind of have to pre-plan it while you're in the rough stage.
Yep.
So you don't want the foil to take up too much of the artwork.
Yep.
You want it, if you break it down into thirds, so 1/3 should be the foil.
Okay.
And the foil should help lead your eye around the artwork.
Yep.
And it's also got to do with a lot with composition. So I've got the golden triangle there. I've got the rule of thirds, so his head lands on that third. They land on that third.
Yep.
And I've also got the golden spiral as well.
That's excellent.
It just helps your eye bounce around.
Yeah.
And the foil also helps do that.
Yeah, it's just a fascinating piece.
Yeah, I appreciate that, man. That's my favorite at the moment.
So where can people, especially noting I've got a bit of an international audience, where can they find your artwork?
You can find me at Trip Design Studio.
Yep.
On Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, the lot. But I'm known as Alex Tripp as well.
Yep.
Or you can type in Alex Trichard.
Yep.
Hard to pronounce. Everyone calls me Alex Tripp because they can't pronounce the trip. So it's Alex Tripp.
No, that's great. All right, mate. Well, thank you so much for giving me some time today.
No problem, man. Thanks for the interview.
And please, any of the audience watching this, go check out his work on Instagram and online. And if you haven't picked up or you're not aware of Phantom comics, these things have been around as long as any of us have been. So go and check them out online.
Oldest superhero before Batman. Superman.
There you go. Mate, thanks so much. Have a great day.
Thanks, man. You too.
Okay, so I'm here with one of the local artists, Ryrie, which I've just found stands for Red Unit Inc., which is just fantastic.
That's my
Ryrie,
Instagram handle.
how are you, mate?
I'm good. I'm gonna slap this back on that. I'm good. It's been a good weekend. Canberra's showing up, which is good. I'm from Sydney.
Oh yeah,
so
right. There you go.
I've come down from Sydney, and it's awesome show.
That's fantastic.
The vibe in Canberra
Is this your first Comic Con?
No, I've been doing this for a while. This is my full time. So
okay.
I go around Australia to these conventions.
Oh, but first Canberra?
No, not first Canberra. No.
Okay,
I've been going around. Since the start of the year, I've been going around to every convention just selling the art.
Yeah, right. Mate, you're really hitting the heartstrings here. First thing I rocked up and I saw a Gambit.
Yeah,
I mean, it's the wrong actor, but I'll just sit on it being Gambit, and I'm really happy with that.
So I've got a few, these are my latest prints for Deadpool and Wolverine. It started with Gambit because I wanted to put him on a playing card.
Yep.
And then I was like, I can't not do Deadpool and Wolverine.
Correct.
So I decided to theme it around it, and Deadpool's got a few little breaking the fourth wall, like he's crossed off my signature and put his own.
Yep.
He says, "You're welcome" for the cowl, you know, that sort of thing. Put a crown above his princess.
Yep.
So I've got that, and Wolverine's just destroyed his card.
So these, I haven't sort of seen this art before. I mean, I just interviewed another Sydney artist who uses foil in his pictures, but this is even more used.
Alex Tripp?
Yeah, Alex Tripp.
He's a mate of mine.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
Mate, your use of foil is even, like it's...
crazier.
Yeah, it's
way more. I'm a bit wild.
That's okay.
I like breaking out of like trying to do new things with like prints and make it a bit more refreshing and exciting for people.
Okay.
So on top of the art, I want to add another level of that. So people on camera won't be able to tell, but you can if you brush your hand over it. It's got a velvet texture.
Yeah,
so this part feels like
velvet. That's beautiful.
Yeah. So it's got a velvet laminate over it. It's just a little thing that I try to bring to add more of like a premium quality to the prints that people get.
It definitely looks like it'd be fantastic sitting in a nice frame in the pool room. So
yeah. That's the goal. It's like there's the side of me that really wants to put my best foot forward with the art. But I've also got to think about how this looks in someone's living room. Yeah. Because I can put as much detail as I want and as many hours into a piece and have it not fit on not fit as in like a display piece. Yeah. So I've got it's like a bit of a balancing act when it comes to making prints. It's not just do the art and print them out.
Nothing's easy, mate,
exactly,
right? Yeah. So, I mean, there's a lot of characters here that I actually don't recognize. What's your main focus for your drawings? What's your favorite thing to draw?
Oh, at the moment it's been Elden Ring. Anything. Okay. A lot of video game stuff. Yeah. So I've got Baldur's Gate. I've got a bit of Bloodborne. I've got Elden Ring, which is all down there, side here, and the rest is anime. I've always been an anime fan. I've loved anime. So at the moment, I am working on an Elden Ring tarot card deck, which is I'm only doing the major arcana for the. So that's 22. So I've got to draw 22 or paint 22 of these, and they're about like 12 hours each. Wow. So I've got a lot of work set out for me, but. It's going to be worth it in the end.
That's excellent. Mate, thank you very much for giving me some time today. Where can my audience find you?
On pretty much everything as Red Unit Inc. Okay. So if you look up Red Unit Inc. on Instagram mainly, I'm there. And then from there, I've got my link tree in the bio, which sends you everywhere else. So that's the hub.
So I'll make sure I get your Insta and Facebook details, and I'll chuck them into the comments. Mate, thanks so much today.
Thank you.
Have a great day.
I appreciate it.
Okay, I'm here with local Canberra artist Sev Romero. Mate, how are you?
Good.
You're the first artist I've stopped at that is actually writing books. Bit of a difference from all the artists that I've sort of gone and spoke to.
Yeah, there's a few of us authors here, but there's more artists. But it's part of the culture. So lots of fun.
And how long have you been doing this for?
I've been writing I've been writing these books for about 6 years now, so really knuckled down and started about 6 years ago and launched my first book, Hello Darkness, and then my second book just came out last week actually, Faithless and the Damned.
And they're just here?
They are, so here I've got, this is Hello Darkness, which is a dystopian thriller. And then that's my newest book, The Faithless and the Damned. Also a dystopian book, very Aussie, sort of Mad Max-ish type of story.
And where are they set?
Well, both of them are set in the near future. The Faithless and the Damned is set in Australia, so it kind of covers the eastern seaboard, in fact. So where there's climate change riddled future, whole lot going on, drought, fires, and obviously populations worried and being dispersed. So it follows sort of a rebellion in a way where the young are rising up against the establishment. So, yeah.
And how's the sales going?
Yeah, good. Especially on Saturday, it was fantastic. So it's been good, and it's I think people are really responding quite well. I think it's funny. There's a lot of dystopian readers around, so which is good. So
it's a bit of a common theme for people enjoying.
Yeah, that's right. So I think it's in culture. Video games, movies, books. I think everyone loves that kind of near future dystopian post-apocalyptic type scene. So
oh, that's great. And where can an international or a national audience find you?
Yeah, so I have a website. It's sev.romero.com. So on there you'll get links to all my work and my books, and they're available. The books are available on all good online bookstores. Paperback and ebook as well.
That's excellent. Mate, thanks for giving me some time today, and it's always nice to meet a local Canberra artist.
That's great.
Thanks very much.
Thanks for that.
G'day everyone, we're here with Isla from Allaway Studios.
Yes.
Mate, I had to stop. I have a bit of a problem with seeing a good goose or a duck. It's a bit of a problem I have, and your products just hit right on that point. How long have you been doing this for?
I think it's been about 4 years now.
Okay.
I started sort of during lockdown. I started thinking of ideas, and then I started my first market, was the Geek Market.
Yep.
Fresh out of lockdown, the first one back on.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Okay, great. And you're Canberra local?
Yeah, based in Belconnen. So.
Yeah, good old Belco.
Oh yeah.
I only ask because I've talked to a few people today and they're down here from Sydney, so living in Canberra myself, it's always nice to meet a Canberra artist local. So mate, is the duck or the goose the focus for you?
I think it is. It's just so I'm obsessed with ducks and geese, and I don't know, it's what comes to me. I actually made the wanted poster kind of as a joke for myself, and I thought, nobody's gonna like this. When I first took it to a market, I had like 3 copies of it, and then people just loved it, and I think that's really allowed me to just do what I like and what I find funny, and it turns out other people agree. So.
Yeah, it's actually weirdly quite funny. I can't help but smile just seeing a goose in a cowboy hat.
Oh yeah. He's ready for the road.
So notice like you're attending Comic Cons, you're obviously attending geek markets. Do you sell your stuff online?
I've just started a website actually.
Yep.
Yeah.
Where can people find you?
I'm not actually sure what the URL is, but you can find it linked in my Instagram, which is at Allaway.
Okay.
So you'll be able to find it there.
Yep, and for the audience watching, I'll chuck that into the comments. Isla, thanks so much for the interview today.
Thank you for talking to me.
No worries at all. Have a great day.
Thank you.
G'day everyone. We're here with Erin from the best pop and just nerdy type store in Australia. Everyone in Australia absolutely knows who Popcultcha is, and usually most of the fans have bought something from Popcultcha no matter where you live in Australia. Erin, how are you today?
Very well, thank you. Happy to be here.
We're both laughing because Erin just got stitched up by a crew.
Stitched up.
But yeah,
guys.
she's going to do an excellent job, so we're going to move ahead.
Yeah.
Erin, so this is my first Comic Con here in Canberra and actually throughout the country. So I'm very excited to be here.
First time Popcultcha's been in Canberra too.
Wow.
We have joined the Oz Comic Con tour this year.
Yep.
So we've been in Melbourne, Adelaide, Perth even as well. So we've got Brisbane and Sydney still to go.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, we're travelling all around the country.
So your crew, you're just a travelling crew.
We're actually a mix of warehouse, office and retail staff from Geelong. So we all kind of swap and change and jump on the tours when we can and spare the weekends to come and sell some cool stuff to everyone.
How's that?
It's tiring, but
it must be
exciting.
Hectic.
Yeah. So it's really fun getting out to see the customers. We've got a couple of stores in Geelong. We're based in Geelong. And we don't have any stores anywhere else, so when our customers get to see it interstate, they really like coming and seeing this stuff in person and actually going, wow, you've got so much more stock than we actually realise. So we have our international customers as well, so it's kind of great to just get out, meet people, have some conversations, find out what people are liking, and then just have a bit of fun.
Because I could certainly tell you my delight for walking around and then seeing the word Popcultcha on someone's shirt, and I was like, whoop, they're here.
Guys. Yeah. We love getting out and talking to our customers and meeting people. It's a lot of fun.
So from the lowest common denominator, I've seen boxes from your shop before. And just the funny things you put on your boxes, that really tells me that it may be a really fun shop to work in.
Very much is. We have on our boxes packed by humans, not by robots, and there's probably half a dozen people on the stand right now that have personally packed your box, getting your order out. So we are human, and we're all involved from every kind of level of business, whether it's packing in the warehouse, we've got some inventory staff that help do process your orders off the website, and retail staff in the stores as well.
That's great. And one other thing as well, I've noticed recently, I've been hunting it or wanting it for a while. It was a 1984 Hasbro Proton wand. And things like that are hard to get in Australia because the Hasbro products can be a little bit difficult sometimes. But I noticed it's on your website, it's free shipping. You must have a bit of a better connection with Hasbro than any other shop in...
I hope so.
It feels like
we've got a big range of a lot of brands, so we try and get things that people are wanting, and we like to be the ones in Australia that you go, wow, I know where to look for that, and that's Popcultcha.
The place to go to.
Yeah, we've got everything from your pops to books and records. We've got over 6,000 titles in vinyl records now as well.
That's excellent.
We've got Loungefly, we've got everything. So we try and be a one-stop shop for everyone. Whether it's your kids that are looking for their Pokemon cards and their
or the old guys, they're on YouTube.
They're on YouTube. Looking for the high-end statues that are amazing. We want to be. We're a family business, and we want to cater to.
I didn't know that.
Families. You didn't know that? Okay. So we're established over 30 years ago. It was a very small card business originally that has now expanded to what you see it is now. So we've been going in Geelong for 30 years, 31 years this month actually.
Excellent.
So family owned, family run, everyone's involved in the business, and then they just adopt people like me, and we get invested and we get involved, and we try and do them proud when we're on the road.
Are you a bit of a nerd as well?
I don't know, but I might.
Are you taking stuff home from the shop?
I have 3 children myself. I'm not going to lie, I had a very emotional One Piece experience with my youngest son this week.
That's awesome.
That was not on my bingo card to be crying over One Piece, but here I am.
That's excellent.
Yeah, so
it's really nice how you can connect with your kids, even as a as an adult. It's really great.
Absolutely. I learn something new every show that we go to,
beautiful.
and I learn it a lot from the customers as well, which is really cool to just kind of get a little bit more knowledge behind not just what they're buying, but why they're buying it. And there's so many different connections from all of our customers of why, I had a girl before that was like, Yu-Gi-Oh saved me. There's just so many backstories for everyone to why they collect things, and it's kind of just amazing that we can do that and bring it to
I think it's just such a beautiful thing, right? Like in the absolute shit economy we're in, and yet we can still see a whole bunch of people here looking to just buy beautiful stuff.
That's it.
Erin, you said you had a couple of things to show me?
I do. We've got I have to show you our little dancing gizmo, because he is one of our little favourites. We love him. So
he's singing.
He sings as well. Yeah. We had a little boogie together before.
That's excellent.
One of our kind of showpieces are the Hulks up here. They're just new, loving them.
Who makes them?
We've got Sideshow makes these guys.
Okay.
So we've got a lot of different, obviously a little more manufacturers and things.
Yep.
Our lightsabers are always a hit. Our helmets are always a hit for everyone as well.
Yep.
So we do like to try and have a bit of everything for everyone.
Say, Erin, for someone who was a little bit nervous about doing this interview, you've done an excellent job.
All right, thank you.
Thanks so much for spending some time with me today. And
thank you for asking
where can people find you? Do you ship international?
We do. So, and we do free shipping over $100 Australia-wide.
Yep.
But we do international orders as well. We've also got our stores in Geelong. We've got our gallery store, which is a massive showcase of our statues, life-size statues as well. It's like coming to a museum. It's amazing. Our flagship store is more of I call it our pop supermarket. So all of your pop needs. And upstairs we've got our dedicated books and record store, which we opened last year, which is so much fun. But yeah, you can find us online. We will help you out. One of us might be packing your box.
There you go.
Thank you.
All right, Erin, thank you so much for your help today. And everyone check out Popcultcha online.
Please do.
It's easily one of Australia's greatest nerdy type shops. Thanks so much.
Thanks, guys.
G'day everyone, I'm here with Jaz. Jaz, how are you, mate?
I'm good. I'm doing really good today.
Mate, I saw your booth and I had to stop because every ad I've seen for this Comic Con has been you.
It's been crazy and a massive honour, if I'm honest.
Yeah.
It's been amazing.
Yeah. I think it's actually correct, you know, walking around the Comic Con, you're clearly, you know, I don't want to shame anyone else, but I'd say you're the highlight of the cosplay community around here.
Oh, thank you. I mean, each to their own opinion. I really appreciate that you think that for me, but there's so many amazing people here today.
No, that's great. How long have you been doing this for?
So I officially properly started cosplaying in 2018.
Yep.
And then COVID hit, so there's been a little bit of a gap. But I've been doing it for a good few years now.
Okay. Is there any characters that you particularly like to focus on? Are you a Marvel girl? I noticed you're in a Mario outfit today.
Yes, I've been doing a little bit of a stint of like Nintendo characters.
Yep.
Probably, I like Marvel and DC, but I've cosplayed 2 for DC, 1 for Marvel, so I think DC's winning out so far.
And I noticed you're in a beautiful Gamora outfit behind you.
Yes, this was actually one I wore to Supernova.
Yep.
It was my first big convention, and that started the obsession.
How do you go with painting your skin like that?
Painting my skin like that. Originally, I used water-based body paints by Mayron, and then I upgraded to Air Pro, which is a water and alcohol hybrid paint. It's far more durable. You can literally go swimming in it.
Wow. So, how much do you make 100% of your outfits?
Yes. Well, except with Balzette, I wore like fitness leggings I already owned, but nearly everything you see, I've patterned myself, I've handmade myself. I really enjoy the process of it and how tricky it can be. Yeah. Being an artist, I just can't help myself and just go all the way.
You know, and as an artist, are you motivated to just be better and better each time, or do you feel like you're really happy with where you are?
For me, I always want to grow. I love the process of being able to grow and learn from others and share experiences. So for me, it's learning those techniques. Not everything has to be big, but it's always improving and moving forward.
That's great. And noting your official name, Miss Jazznarka, where can people find you?
You can find me on Instagram, and I may be starting a YouTube soon.
Excellent. All right, mate. Well, thank you so much for your time today. Everyone, jump on Instagram. I'll note her social details in the comments section of this YouTube video. And thank you very much for your time today.
Thank you for talking to me.
No worries. G'day everyone, I'm here with Simone, part of the Comic Con staff, and you're wearing a purple shirt, so
Yes, I'm a team leader.
That's the team leader, there we go. Simone, this is my first Comic Con here, and I've just had a really good time. So can you just give me a bit more information about where does the Comic Con go to?
Well, today we're in Canberra. Coming up, we've got Brisbane and Sydney in September. We also do go across to Perth, which is in May. And we also do Melbourne and Adelaide as well.
Yeah, right.
So we do most of those states. We also do another con in Melbourne, the Christmas one, where we have like the ugly Christmas jumpers and all those sorts of things. And we have Santa, so you can have your photos taken with Santa.
Yeah.
So it's something for everyone in every state sort of thing.
Yeah. So I've only really attended geek markets here in Canberra. I notice there's definitely a bit of a different feel here. There's so many more people walking around and costumes.
It's made to include everybody. There's kids to adults in every wake, model and everything. It's all inclusive to everybody.
Yeah.
So it's not judgmental either.
No.
So we have.
Yeah, I sort of got the general feeling walking around like there was even just a hangout, like a sit on the beanbags and do nothing and just quieten down type area.
You've got like a meet and greet, where you can actually meet people who can be potential friends in the future.
Yeah.
You've got your cosplay stuff, you've got your artists, you've got your exhibitors, you've got drawing for kids, like you name it. Almost got it. Rock band, I don't know if you checked out the rock
I saw
band.
that. Yeah.
We've got Just Dance, Lip Sync challenges.
Yeah. I think, like I mentioned it with one of the local artists, it's not great economic times, but it is fantastic to see the local population coming out and just having fun, dressing up as characters, and most importantly, buying stuff and supporting local artists.
Supporting the local, That's what the Artist Alley is very much about as well. So it's.
How do you go about organising enough local artists to fill, or is it the opposite? You get too many?
Normally what they do, I believe, because that one's out above my pay grade.
Okay, no worries.
But normally there's expressions of interest on the website. You can actually fill it out, and it goes through to the office, which is Expertise Events.
Yep.
And then they will send information about it and stuff like that. So
yeah, right.
It just depends on what sort of store you want. So for the small ones, art is normally the artist, but if you're in a bigger, that's where you become an exhibitor.
And are you part of a crew, like you'll travel to each of the cities, or is it?
We're actually volunteers.
Yeah, right.
So all the green and purple shirts are volunteers.
Okay. All Canberra people?
No, I'm from Melbourne.
Yeah, right.
There's actually no purple shirts here this weekend that are actually from Canberra. Everybody has either travelled from Adelaide, Melbourne, Sydney. Don't know if there's anyone here from Queensland this time, but normally we have even people come from Perth as well that are actually, purple shirts and volunteer and stuff.
And people can join the crew?
They can sign up, and the more crew that to actually help support it, the better it's going to be to actually keep those events in the towns.
Yeah.
If you don't have the volunteers to actually help run it, you can't run it on.
Yeah.
Otherwise, the cost goes up. So we're here to actually keep things running.
And, apart from supporting local sellers, I was actually really impressed to see Popcultcha here. And it means a lot to me that they've travelled all the way from Melbourne to bring their wares here.
A lot of them are.
Yeah.
A lot of them, the exhibitors actually come from different states as well.
It's really very impressive. What's your favourite part of the Comic Con?
Well, normally I work it's not here in Canberra, but I normally work with the guests.
Yeah,
so
right.
I've worked with the photo booth.
Yep.
I also work in tokens, selling the tokens, so where you can get your photos taken with the guests and the autographs and stuff.
Yeah, that's great.
There's also the comic guests, which are great. They're great to work with as well.
Yep.
Same with the authors.
Yep. Oh, that's great. Just like to thank you and your crew for making all the way here to Canberra, and
that's why we do it.
I feel Canberra's a bit of a nerd poor place. We don't get a lot of these things. We have Geek Fest, I think 3 times a year or something, and this is, I think, the second year we've seen Comic Con here in Canberra.
It's third year.
Third year, yeah. I hope it continues and we get more beautiful things like this. Simone, thank you so much for your time.
No problem.
And everyone, if you haven't been to a Comic-Con, please check out the schedules and try and make your way to the nearest capital city to you. Thanks very much.
Great, thanks.